Okay, so next we will go with the next question. So what is the next question? So what is constructor? So what is constructor? So explain constructor overloading in Java. So what is constructor and explain constructor overloading in Java. So what is constructor? So used for object initialization. So why we are using the constructor? So by using the constructor, so we are going to initialize the object. So initialization. So what is initialization? So place our own value instead of placing the default value. So that is called the initialization. And what is the next point of the constructor? So special member method. So constructor we can consider as a special member method. And constructor does not have any return type. So method we are using the return keyword, but constructor we are not using any return type. So what is the next question? So constructor overloading in Java. So what is constructor overloading in Java? So what is method overloading? So same method name, but the parameters are different parameters. So constructor overloading also same. So now I am taking my constructor. So int a. So same constructor name but different parameters. So same constructor name but different parameters. So that is called the constructor overloading. So constructor overloading is possible in the Java. So we can overload the constructor. So next question. So what is the next question? So does Java supports multiple inheritance? So no. So Java does not support the multiple inheritance. So what is multiple inheritance? So two parent class and one child class. So that is not possible in the Java. So how it will, the structure will be means, so two parent classes and one child class. So this is not supported by the Java. So this is the multiple inheritance. So this is not supported by the Java. Okay. So two parent classes and one child class. It is not supported by Java. Only in Java it is not supported. So remaining in C++ and Python it is supported, but only Java it is not supported. Okay. So next, what is the next question? So difference between the overriding and overloading. So overloading means what? So overloading using within a class with the same method name. Okay. So simple definition. So what is overloading? So overloading using within a class with the same method name. So overriding using in a different class with same method. So that is a simple definition of the overloading and overriding. So if they want to explain, okay, in depthly, so now we can tell. So overloading means same method name with different parameter. Overriding means same method name with same parameter or different parameter. So if you want to tell within a single word what is overloading and what is overriding and what is the difference between these two. So overloading using within a class with the same method name. So overriding using in a different class with a same method. So that is the difference between the overloading and overriding. So what is the next question? So what is the difference between the interface and abstract class? So what is the difference between the interface and abstract class? So abstraction, we are using the which keyword? Abstract keyword. So interface, we are using the which keyword? So interface keyword. So and what is the one more main thing? So in abstract, so non-abstract methods is also possible. So in abstract class, non-abstract methods is also possible, but in interface, non-abstract methods is not possible. So it contains only abstract methods. Okay. So next, possible to access only one abstract class. So So possible to access one abstract class means what? So abstract class A, abstract class B, abstract class C is there. So like this 3 classes we cannot define. Only one class we can use as a abstract class. So here possible to use the multiple interfaces. So multiple interfaces means what? So interface A, interface B, interface C. So interface C extends A comma B. So that is possible. Okay. So next we can access the static and non-static. So in abstraction, so there is a chance to access the both static and non-static. But in interface, so defaultly it isn't static. So interface contains defaultly it is a static function. So what is the next difference? So abstraction, the performance is slow. So interface, the performance is fast. So these are all the differences between the abstraction and interface concept. So what is the next question? So I explain polymorphism and types of polymorphism. So what is polymorphism? So one to many. So what is meant by polymorphism? So one to many. So one to many is the definition of the polymorphism. Take one example. So he is the person. If he is in a school, he behaves like a student. If he is in a bus, he behaves like a passenger. If he is in a mall, he behaves like a customer. So if he is in a home, so he behaves like a son. So one person with multiple behavior is called the polymorphism. So how many types of the polymorphism means? So one is compile time polymorphism, another one is runtime polymorphism. So by seeing this compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism, so don't get confused. Compile time polymorphism means nothing but overloading concept. So compile time polymorphism means what? Overloading concept. So runtime polymorphism means overriding concept. So compile time polymorphism, overloading. So runtime polymorphism, overriding. So just the names are changing, but the performance is same. So what is the next question? So what are the packages? So what is a package? So a package is a collection of classes, interfaces and methods. So what is a package? A package is a collection of classes, interfaces and methods. So what is the next question? So does constructor return any value? Yes. So does constructor return any value? So is it yes or no? So constructor does not have any return type. So constructor does not have any return type. So we are not using, previously I told, so constructor does not contains any return type. So constructor does not contains any return type. So can we overload main method? So yes, we can overload the main method. So next, what is the next question? So can we make constructor final? So it is not possible. So constructor cannot be declared as a final. So what is a final? So only one time if you are using, so that is called the final. So if you are using any variable only one time, so that is called the final. So static and final, it will be same. So I will make another video. What is the difference between the static and final? So what is the next question? So why we cannot override a static method? So why we cannot override a static method? So only the overriding should be done in case of dynamic declaration. So mainly why we are using the overriding concept? So if you want to reuse again and again only, so we are using the overriding. So that's why we cannot